Today's September 1st, 2016, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hold the video camera by hand here, and I'm going to show you an old video I took about 3 years ago. And what you're going to see here is I'm driving east on 90th Street in Bloomington, Minnesota, and I'm heading towards Nicollet Avenue. When you see this plane come on by, I'm right around Nicollet Avenue. So if anybody wants to look at the location of this, you know, on Google Maps or whatever, I'm driving east on 90th Street, you know, right between Nicollet and Portland Avenue is where I'm driving when you see that plane coming up, and you'll see the Valley View Park right on the right side with the water tower, so it's very easy to locate it on the maps. And so if you're a pilot or something like that, you know, you can tell that this plane you see will be about 2 miles from the first runway at St. Paul International Airport. So now notice at the beginning of this video I say I'm going to see if I can get see if I can get a plane on video, because we're flying them all the time. So every time I went down 90th Street to this area, this is what I saw for over 2 years. Now I might have driven down that, you know, 90th Street in that area, you know, once every 2 weeks, or I might have driven down there 3 times in 1 week. But no matter what, it was always there, and so that's why I decided to put it on film. So here's the video. Let me just start this up. Well, they've been flying them every time I come down here. There's a plane, so I'm going to try one more time. See, it's just a little while after I just filmed the other one. So I'm just going to cut the sound there. Now you'll see I'm coming up towards Nicollet Avenue. The video is a little shaky, but I'm just driving in the car. Should be coming up towards the light here. Or maybe I'm stopped at the stoplight here, I don't know. Okay, now you see it coming right over here. Now there's the water tower. This is the park. This is 90th Street, where we just crossed over Nicollet Avenue. If you look on this on Google Maps, you'll be able to see this water tower very easily. You'll know this is 90th Street heading to the east, and this is Portland Avenue, roughly right in this area up here. So this is Valley View Park. Watch this come in here now. I see it coming across right here. It's right there. Now watch it come on. I'm about halfway between Nicollet and Portland. Now I'll zoom in on this here so you can see it. There it is. So maybe I'll keep the camera a little closer. Now notice where that is. Now take the size of that plane. This stoplight right here, not this stoplight, but this one down here, what you can barely see, that's Portland Avenue. Now, if you were to size that plane is not going to be too much farther down than Portland Avenue. I don't know. My guess is 3 or 4 blocks down. I don't know for sure, but it's very close to Portland Avenue. But the point is, this stoplight right here is 2 miles from the first runway. So that's this stoplight where my arrow is. That's 2 miles from the first runway, and there's that plane right there. You know, you can see. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see way down, way past this road actually ends, and the first runway is about a quarter mile past that, which is way, way down there. So there's no way you can have that plane coming across there and landing in that particular area. There's no way. So you pilots that are looking at this video know that something is not right here. Somebody could scale that and be able to tell. I mean, you know, just roughly here, you know, when you look at this, you know, you look at, you know, how long one of these are, for these stoplights, these arms, and you can see this one down here, from here to here, you know, and yet that plane is definitely longer than that. And of course, you know, the plane is going to be longer than that. But you should be able to scale that and be able to tell roughly where that plane is located. But if it's at the airport and the proper runway or the proper path, it's going to be way down past what you can see down here. In fact, there's no way you could see these planes standing here, because like I said, that's over 2 miles down to over 2 miles from right here. It's 2 miles from the Portland to the first runway. So I'll continue this, and you can see this going over here. Where am I going here? There it is. And it just disappears behind that. But guys, what I'm saying is that, you know, there's no way that can be an actual real plane. It has to be a projected image. And hopefully I'm going to have this scaled out myself and see. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do it. If I can do it myself, or if you got to have somebody measure that. But so I'm hoping that a pilot will look at this, figure out there's no way a plane could be coming down and landing in that area. You got to understand, guys, they've been doing hologram images since 1992. Now, Jesse Ventura, our ex-governor here in Minnesota, did a show on his TV program on TV, saying that they started the hologram programs in 1992. So what people need to know is that these hologram images are perfect images. They're not kind of so-so, you know, like you look at it and say, oh, okay, yeah, that's a hologram image. They're perfect images, and the sound is actually there too. So now the reason they do this to me is because I've been targeted since, well, since '08 basically. First couple of years I didn't do much, but you know, so sometimes they say it's been 6 years, but some, you know, 6 years that they've been doing it heavily. But so there again, now Jesse, our ex-governor, did another show on targeted people, and the guy on his show, they were doing it to him for 13 years. And for me, it's been 8 years so far. And this targeting of the people, I won't get into on this video because my other videos show that. But I'll just say on this video that I believe that this targeting that they're doing now will end up being what the Bible describes as the mark of the beast. If you look in the book of Revelation, you'll see that the Bible says that there'll be a point when everybody will be required to take the mark of the beast. Now, the beast in the Bible is the world system that we have in play now. It talks about a world government type of system, and that world system is already there, working fully today. And people, you know, in fact, well, I won't even say that in this video, but it is fully there. It's fully working, just like the Bible says it's coming. And so this system is not a good system. This is a very evil system. The Bible describes that. And this mark of the beast will be something. It is what they're doing. I believe it's what they're doing right now. Now, like I said, I'm not really going to go into that in this video, but so for anybody that's familiar with airplanes or familiar with this area, just take a look at that video and ask yourself, is that possible for that plane to be coming down? And it simply can't. It's way too far to the west of the airport, so it's impossible. And plus, that's exactly what I saw every single time for over 2 years. They always put it there, like I was saying. So I just wanted to get this out, get this on video, show people what's actually happening here. It's a technology that they can't get away from. In other words, it is such a good technology from their standpoint that they will use this constantly in the future. And they'll use it for something big. Now, there's a lot of talk about something called Operation Bluebeam. If you look that up, it's old documents and supposedly government documents. And they're showing that a step-by-step process of what they're going to be doing. And in that document it says that the next step here in that document would be like a fake meteor hitting the Earth. Now, when I say fake meteor, what it is it'll just be a projection using this technology, but then they'll use other technologies to make it appear as though it exploded. But the whole time that meteor will just be set up using this hologram projection. And then that same document talks about doing a fake alien invasion. Now, you'd say, well, that's pretty bizarre. Why would they do that? Well, the Bible tells us that they'll eventually need something to set up this world system. In other words, they'll need some event that will have to draw everybody together. And the Bible doesn't describe that event, but it implies that something would have to happen. Something's going to have to happen to bring this world together under one rule. And so I think they're going to use that, the fake alien invasion. And the reason I say that is knowing what the Bible says and the fact that these guys are they're pushing the alien agenda. The world system is pushing the alien agenda on us on such a high level that if you scan all your cable channels over a 24-hour period, I bet you'll find 30 or 40 shows devoted to alien life, or talking about aliens. And of course the world system runs all that. So for some reason they want us to really believe in this alien thing, and why would they want us to do that? Why are they pushing it so hard? And my guess is this is why, because they're going to do this eventually, because they have the technology to do the whole thing. There's no question about that. And they can totally fake that whole alien invasion, and nobody's going to know that it's not real. There's another video I put on called, talking about using a film camera, old camera with film in it. And take a look at that video and see if that's something that may help if they do this fake alien invasion. But so anyways, look up that Operation Bluebeam before you listen to this and say, what's he talking about, alien invasion? Look up Operation Bluebeam and see that it's an old government, supposedly some government document, and And then you'll see that it's not like something that's, you know, totally out in left field, or where did this come from? And this is why people talk about it quite a bit. And like I said, we know for sure they're pushing the alien agenda, and so you have to ask yourself again, you know, why would that be? Why would they push it so hard? So anyways, guys, take a look at this video and see what you think. And I hope some pilots see it, because they're going to know something's wrong there. So anyway, thanks for watching.